good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have Andy from Nx team and also Sean from the Senturian team. We see some partners has been joining our webinars continuously in the last 5 days. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we hope the information has been very interesting and helpful for you guys. Yeah, and today we bring in another special subject. Yeah, from Sean. It's for AI-powered sound analytics. So in the previous day, we have access control, we have video analytics for different kind of applications, and we do see a growing trend for sound analytics, and Senturian being like one of our ancient partners, right, in the technology part. So they also developing a new sound analytics solution. So we're really happy to invite Sean. Yeah, join us from Singapore, right? You're in Singapore.
Yes, I'm in Singapore. Thank you, Jason, for your kind words and invitation, as usual.
It's our pleasure. It's always our pleasure. Things the first, the neuralistic, and then to the data library, and now you have the new sound analytics. Yeah, so you're always bringing new ideas to your company.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Asian partner. I'll say one of the pioneer technological.
That's a better word. Yeah.
Asian, that means you are no more doing business. Anyway.
Yeah. So the afternoon session, usually some attendees will join a little bit later. So let's wait another 1 or 2 minutes, okay, before we start. So before we start, I can share with you, like today, Sean will give the presentation, and then there is a video demo. And after that, we will have a Q&A session as usual. Please use the Q&A button on the GoToWebinar panel to raise your questions. And if you want to like talk to us, you can also press the raise hand button, and we can open the audio for you, and then you can just speak your questions to us and share with everybody. Okay, so we hope it's a very live session, and sound detection is a rather new subject compared to video analytics. So I believe there's a lot of things we can do brainstorming with. And Sean's team has done several projects actually already, right? In Australia, in China. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to make it very light because I know like 5 days everyone's very tired. So this will be short, sharp, and definitely it will stay within the 1 hour. So y'all can have an early Friday.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. So it's 3 and 3 already. So let's give the floor to Sean and let's get started. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys. So my name is Sean, Global Director of Senturian Solutions. Today, I'm going to just cover sound analytics and speech recognition. You see, it's not only sound analytics. We are doing speech recognition. That means we also recognize what you say. Okay, so that's what we mean by speech recognition. Speech recognition, I mean. Okay, so just a quick introduction about Senturian. If those of you who do not know us, we have been one of the ancient partners or pioneer partners in Nx since they launched the metadata SDK, and currently we are specialized in artificial intelligence for video imaging. But now we also have sound, okay, sound analytics, which I'm going to share with you today. Okay, currently Senturian has more than 30 partners over the world, all the way from Australia to South America to Dubai to even Maldives, all the way down to India, Europe, Australia, and of course North Asia like Taiwan, Japan, Korea, and Vietnam, Thailand. There's so many. Okay, so yes, we're founded in 2011. And we have 2 offices, one in Shanghai, head office where I usually am, and also Singapore, which we have a new lab in Vision Exchange. Okay, so Today I'm going to share with you sound analytics. Okay, when you think about sound analytics, you think about the loudness of sound. Sound analytics is not about the loudness of sound. It's not about how loud your sound is. You are not detecting a sound is loud. You are detecting a specific kind of sound. Okay, so when you see here, there are 6 abnormal sounds that we can already detect. One of them is, for example, screaming. So when someone shout, ah, or shrieking sound, ah, okay, we will pick that sound up. This is not how loud you shout. This is the sound of distress. We pick up the sound of distress. And of course, we can also do glass breaking. When someone hits the glass and breaks the glass. Car sudden stopping means, the car when he press on the brakes. Horn of the vehicle. And explosions, like explosions from any kind of loud explosions, okay? And also vehicle crashing or bang. Okay? So what happened is you see that we have an embedded edge device with the sound analytics license all inside here. As you can see here, it's called an intelligent detector. It is waterproof. It is small in size. I'll give you the dimensions later. And it will analyze the sound and check with the sound on an application that we will install in a sound analytics server. This is usually your Nx server or just a computer. It's just a small app, okay, where you can run the application. It's called management tool, okay, and it will send it to a ASD bridge that will send the alarm to the VMS, which is the Nx witness, which can control your PTZ cameras, which can throw out a lot of events, okay, in real time. Okay, besides the 6 abnormal sounds, what we can also do is that we can detect certain keywords. For example, help or help me. Okay, we can do that also. So that is called under the speech recognition. These 6 here you see is under sound analysis. Okay, I'll share a system schematics with you very soon. I just want to share with you this edge device. So this is the edge device we are talking about. You just mount it at the top of your room or indoors and outdoors. It is waterproof, weatherproof, okay? And it can go up to 50 meters outdoors and 25 to 30 meters indoors, okay? It can detect 6 abnormal sounds and also speech recognition like help or help me. Right now we train it for that, but we can train more. In future we will be adding more speech and more words to the library. Okay, and you can adjust the sound by its threshold, whether it's loud or near, and the loudness of sound you want to detect, you can adjust it by adjusting the threshold. Okay, which is called the sound or mic volume, which I will share with you later on. Okay, next page. Okay, so this is the sound and speech recognition system architecture. Okay, so this is how you understand how the whole thing works. Okay, so from the environment you see from my mouse in this green bar here, this is where you get the sound from the environment, whether it's someone screaming or car horn or whatever. And if you see this orange jagged or tab here, this is the sound box, okay, the edge device. So when a sound comes in, the edge device will cater it either to a sound analysis or speech recognition, depending on what kind of sound it is. Okay, so for example, you say someone screaming, okay, it comes in here, it's definitely a sound analysis. So the box will determine what kind of sound it is. Is it a sound of distress? Is it a car horn? Or what kind of sound it is? Once it is classified, okay, we will send it to the ASD server, which is actually a bridge in your computer, in your laptop, in your server. It's very light. It's just an alarm bridge to Nx witness. Okay, so analytic events will pop up in Nx witness. Okay, which of course can trigger all the other kind of events. That's for sound. Okay, so the 6 sounds that we see above just now is under here, sound analysis. But sometimes you get a different kind of sound. For example, help me or help. Okay, so these are keywords keywords the box will classify it under speech recognition, and then we will do a comparison to kick out anything that is not help me. But if the classification it is help me, and we say yes, positive, then we will send alarm to the ASD server, and again to analytics, the NX witness as an analytic event. Okay, so we have a separate case speech recognition classifier app that you can just install also in your server. And what it does is that it will send the words over, and we just do a quick confirmation and send it back. Okay, so you keep on talking to the box whether these are the correct words. Okay, and then after that, when it's done, it's positive, we will send to the ASD server, which is the bridge, back to the NX witness. So this is how the whole system works. Okay, and what are we analyzing inside this box? Okay, any questions so far? Or not, I'll jump to the next one. No questions?
A quick question, Sean. So can we have the K server and ASD server in the same computer as NX server?
Usually everything is in NX server. ASD, K, and it's all in the same server. This is a very small application. Very small.
Okay.
Doesn't take any space at all. Yeah. Okay.
So most of the computing work is actually done by the SCN 1000i already, right?
This is very light. Most of you can even run it on your laptop. It's fine. These are all done here already. Yeah.
Got it.
And we also have another FTP server that you can install also to record sound if you want for training. But that's additional. Yeah. So that one you can also install in your NX server. We do suggest everything to be installed in the NX server. That's easy. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Clear. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the box. Okay. As you can see, the dimensions is very small. It's 145 mm. It's about 14 cm. 113.5 and 58 in height. Yeah. So it's very small. It's just like that. Okay. Later in the video, we'll hold it and let you see how small it can fit in your hand. Okay. It supports PoE or power. So 25 to 30 in you can also say the distance can be 20 meters, 25 in daytime. It causes a lot of noise, and you can run up to 50 meters in nighttime or quiet place or outdoors. Okay. So normal sound sources. We support gunshots, also violent sound, explosions, vehicle horn, vehicle stop, vehicle crash, glass break, human scream, and also all these speech recognition as well. Okay, so this is the specification sheet of the sound box, and remember it's waterproof IP55, so you can install it indoor or outdoor. When you get the package, it comes with everything. Okay, with the brackets and everything, which I will share with you later on in the next few slides. Okay, so sound supported. I think I repeated many times, 6 sounds here. And recently we actually also have smashing sound or violent, means like if I hit the table, or get angry, we also do support that. Okay, this is where we talk about new sound. If we want to train a new sound, we need to submit 10,000 sound entry files. You can do that by just installing an FTP server or FileZilla server on your laptop or your server, and we will start to record everything. The special sound, maybe you want to do a new sound. For example, you want a sound of birds chirping or something like that. So we will collect and we will train and we will give you a new model, okay, for the sound. So 10,000 is a good benchmark to train a good and accurate algorithm. Okay, speech supported, help me. We did this for a project in Australia, and also in Singapore and in other hospitals around North Asia as well. So when someone shout help or help me, the sound box will detect the speech and the alarm will pop up. If you were required to train a new sound or a different language, you need to submit 5,000 speech out entries. Just let the FTP server run there again, and once you get 5,000, submit to us, and we'll give you a new model again. Okay. Right now, there's no training fee specified for this. If you buy a lot of boxes in volume, we're happy to do it free for you, of course, right? Okay, so that can be discussed. Yeah. Okay, so when you buy a box, you get a lot of goodies, I would say, that comes together with it, right? The box is just not a box, it's like a camera. We give you the lower cover, we give you the screws, we give you the angle adjusting mount bracket to put it inside, and the licensing is all inside. So it's just a one box, one price, and that's it, everything, right? All the other like case server, bridge, and all these extra applications or the Sentry application is all free of charge. Okay, you get everything, all right? We simplify it for you. This is the front view of the box, right? And there is a microphone for detecting sound. It is not a speaker, okay? You can't speak, it's just to collect sound, okay? And there is no recording in this box, okay? Don't be mistaken, we don't record anything, okay? We are just a sound detector. We just analyze the sound and output. If you want to record, it has to be in the FTP server or a separate application that you install in your laptop or what to collect sound for training. Okay. So if you look at the bottom of the box, it supports RJ45 PoE enabled. Means you can just put the RJ45 cable and you can power it on, or it supports 5-volt power supply as well. Okay, so this is a detailed image of the box. The red light means it's powered on, right? If the green light flashes, this is operating normally, and if you just turn on and it's warming up, it will be a blue light flashing on the left. Okay, so also when the sound box gets what you call that, gets a sound detector, it will start to flash green once. Okay, that means the sound is detected. Right, so that's another indication that the sound is detected as well. So these are the power supplies. You can to connect it, you can use power supply or PoE, and we also give you a application called the SEM2000 Ethernet 2, which is actually a application like your camera, IP camera, where you can load in your computer and search for all the sound boxes on the network, configure the IP addresses, search it out, make adjustments to your threshold. It's a sound device manager. Okay, so it's similar to what you get from IP cameras. Okay, we do supply that for you. You can use that to do all your settings. Okay. Last but not least, you can have this bracket here to connect the angle. You can do it a tilting angle, upward angle by the bracket. The bracket mounting is included, and then you can do it waterproof by putting in this tube or cable here. Later, I have a video courtesy of our Taiwan distributor and partner, Tianpo International, Singapore, who will do a demo of how to set up. Okay, a very comprehensive about how to set up and how to screw in all the screws and all this. Okay, I will show you the video shortly later. Okay, am I going too fast? Any questions before I continue?
Yeah, I think it's good. We can continue. Yeah.
Okay. Please stop me anytime if there's a question. Okay, because sometimes I speak too fast. Okay, so it's waterproof. RJ45. Cables can go into the tube here. The soundboard is weatherproof. We've installed it in the outdoor area, in the snow, in the sun, in the rain. So it is very robust. Okay, it is a robust box, and it's used for road safety, safe city projects. We suggest to install it about 2 meters high, because sound travels up. It's better is upwards rather than on the floor. Okay, so the idea is 2 meters high in the middle of the room for indoors, and for outdoors 2 to 3 meters in a centered area would be good, right? You can install it on the poles or the the light poles or the walls. It also works. So this is the SEN 2000 Senturian configurator we're talking about. Just load it in. You can see all the IP address of all the boxes will appear. Okay, and then when you click this device mic setting, you can change the mic input. You see this red color bar here? This is how loud the sound is detected. Okay, the sound has to be over the threshold setting here for it to be analyzed. So anything below the threshold here, it wouldn't. So you got to adjust this threshold according to your sound loudness, and it passes the threshold, then the alert will come. That's how you adjust your volume. So when you as a system integrator, you're setting up the sound box outdoors or indoors, you will test this and start to shout, okay. And if the sound goes above the threshold, that's the sound you want. Okay, so you can stand further and keep on adjusting it until you have your desired loudness of sound. Okay, so these are some use cases that we can do. This is, I think, the Singapore Road. You can do car brake sound, yowling sound, help me sound, car emergency brake sound, gunfire, horn, and the sound box is also very good to install in places where there's no camera. Okay, when there's no camera or where the light is very dim, okay, it is a perfect deployment for cases like that, or even female toilets, okay, where there's high privacy issues. We do it for female toilets. So when there's a molester or some intruder coming, the lady will scream, and then the alarm will come out. So this is a very good way to do it. What we do it in overseas as well in hospitals is that we use our fall down detection algorithm as to detect patients falling, and if we cannot get it from the camera, when they shout for help, we can get it from the sound. It's a second level of redundancy. And of course, the toilets as well, where people are showering, you cannot have a camera there. So the sound is a perfect deployment for that. Okay, so it can be installed in public toilets, private sites, and places that you cannot see with your eyes or the camera. Okay. So this is the SEN 2002. As you can see, I can find all the sound boxes here. And when I click this, I can go to the mic settings. And when I click the mic settings, I press yes, I can start to change the threshold of the sound. Okay. Now, in a while, you'll see the device loading here, and then you can see a red bar. Okay. Okay. If you have many sound boxes, it will all show up here. All the IP will just in your network come out here. But this is where I'm talking about. Press connect, and you can see these threshold settings here. And so the rate is when we detect a sound. So you shout, okay, it has to above the threshold here for it to alert. So if you want to have detect don't want all those ambient noise, then you can set the threshold higher, so or lower. Okay. So you can adjust it according to your environment. So that's the idea. Okay. So when you think that the loudness is okay and you want that loudness of sound to be detected, press apply. Okay. And then the device will upgrade and you will have the sound running. Okay. So this is just an example of the bridge that we are going to tag the sound to a camera in Nx. Okay. So when the sound happens, Nx will alert and that camera view will come up. You can tag a few more cameras to Nx and not just one. You can tag a few. It's also possible. Okay. All right. So we put the device of the Nx, the special hardware ID of the Nx, and then you see this green bar indicates the sound. So when you see the sound above the green bar, right, above the green bar, then the normal sound will appear in NX, you see. So once it goes above the green bar, you can adjust the green bar with the threshold, like I said already just now, how we adjust the green threshold, okay? You can do that. So in the end, you get something like that. Okay, this my colleague Sasha is shouting from the Senturian office. Okay, so that's the effect you'll get, right, from the sound box. And
Hey,
also,
Sean.
yeah,
I have a question. So, do you mean only if the sound is louder than the threshold you set, your device will analyze it?
yes, that means anything
Oh,
less than the threshold is rejected. Yeah,
okay. But if I set the threshold to low, that means there will be a lot of the sound getting analyzed, right?
yes, correct. So we do suggest to have it a middle threshold. You cannot have too low, so you cannot have you can have high, but you cannot have too low, or not anything like even the birds chirping will the sound will go inside, and there's a lot of background sound which could cause the accuracy to not be so high. Okay,
I see. Okay.
unless you have a very quiet environment,
Mm,
like
mm,
indoors you can do it, you can go lower on indoors, but outdoors I don't advise you to go too low. But indoors you can go low because it's a quiet environment. That means there's no much sound, but then sometimes you get the aircon sound, you get something like that also. But then indoors is better to go lower, right? For outdoors, definitely you want to go high. Yeah.
okay. Thanks.
Okay, so this is another way we can control the sound. When someone shouts, you see, the PTZ can turn, and then you can turn to where the sound is. Okay, and you can do multiple PTZ. Uh, see, multiple for safe safety. You can do multiple PTZ moving. I will give you another example of the sound. Okay, so this is a sound. Case one is a male sound, fighting sound on the street. Okay, so I'm going to play this sound, see if you can hear it. Okay, can you hear this? Okay, so this is the sound of the man on the street, and this is the video. Okay, so when we hear the sound of that thing happen, the PTZ of the camera turn to find that sound in that size zone, and you can see there's some people fighting, right? There's some bodies being abused, violence. So this is a street example. Another street example is the PTZ will turn also when there's a male and female scream, as you can hear from this sound. Okay, so the sound box detects this sound, and then the PTZ will turn. So you see, we found that there's a woman shouting there, and the PTZ can move and actually zoom in on the person also. So this is two real use cases used in the street, okay, where we should turn the PTZ and trigger PTZ. So if you have outdoors, you can have the PTZ turning to, you can have 3 or 4 sound boxes in different zones, and a 360 degrees PTZ turning round facing section A, B, C, or D. You can do all the setting like that. So there are many use cases you can use it for, indoors and outdoors. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go into a live video demo, courtesy of our partner in Taiwan, Tsinghua or Cleanpo International. So before that, do you have any questions? If not, I'm just going to play the video. I think I can play the video, yeah?
Yeah, let's play the video first. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the video, but since it's in Chinese, I am going to explain to you in English, okay? It's courtesy of Cleanpo International or Tsinghua from Taiwan distributor. So you see what he has in his hand. He has this little sound box. It's just the size of your hand. And what he's going to do with this box is he's going to mount this box onto this stand, as you can see it. So first and foremost, he needs to put in a wire, PTZ wire, RJ45 wire to PoE the machine up. So that's where you put it inside. You see the back Just insert the PoE cable behind into the sound box, and that's it. You're powered up. You can see the light bulging out from the sound box, basically powered on. Then fix the back cover back again on the sound box easily. It just fits right inside there. And we have 2 screws. Just screw it up, and you will be done. Okay. So our friend here is going to use a very amazing screwing tool. You see, very professional, and then you screw the screws back like that. Okay. Okay, look, notice that there is a pipe there that is given there to prevent it from waterproof. So he puts the cable into that black color pipe there. And the bracket is already onto the sound box. And now he's going to mount it onto the stand. Okay, he's mounting it in the stand to demo. But you can mount it on the wall, you can mount it on the roof, you can mount it everywhere you want. All right. So now we're going to test the sound. Okay. Now it's time when everything is set up. You just have to screw back the screws there on the bracket and it's done. See, this guy is really professional. You know, can't be as more professional than that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now it's time to scream. Okay. Now let's scream. So you see, he get the R sound, so it pops up here. Okay. The normal sound is detected. So this is another R sound. Of course, the events here, to change it to right properly. It's not car horn, it's scream, but that doesn't matter. You can just change it in NX. Okay, this is the Chinese language. Okay, it's also detected as a normal sound, and the rest will be using English. Help me, yeah. So help me. So this is a female voice. Help. Okay. So the sound is detected and the event come up. So this is the help event detected. Help me. So different tones, guys and girls, all it works. Okay. The normal sound will come out on the NX, and you can trigger off other stuff as well. This is pretty interesting stuff. Okay, and pretty powerful. So we are done. Wow, that was fast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you speak. Yeah. You speak English more fluent than Chinese.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, thank you for our Taiwan partner for courtesy of making a video and showing you how it's done. For those who are in Taiwan or around there, we have a box there in Taiwan, and for other Senturian distributors or partners, we have sound boxes everywhere in the world. So please contact your local partner, Senturian channel partner, and he can get a demo out to you. So you can try this in their office, or maybe you can ask them to post you a sound box for you to test. Okay, so this is very new. I would like to point out that the sound box is not about loudness of sound. It's not how loud you shout. It's about the specific sound that we detect. So that means you can even shout, I love you," or whatever sound you want to say. The sound box will not alarm. Okay, it's not about how loud you shout. It's about what you shout, either speech or certain sounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions?
I have one question about controlling the PDZ. So it will go to the preset points, right? Or it will smartly tell the PDZ where is the audio sources, and then the PDZ will just go to that direction.
You go to the preset point. You go to the preset point. Yeah.
Preset point. Got it.
When you have the sound, when you're doing the threshold settings of the sound, you already know where you are already shouting from there. When you do the threshold setting, so you know the sound will come from this zone. So the PDZ is preset to look at this point. So you can have ABC, 3 different areas, right? And so you hear sound from this box, your PDZ will turn here. Sound from that box, the PDZ will turn there. Usually when we install this, it's usually a PDZ over a very wide area on the street, and far away. Yeah. So that's how you can do it. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, we have a partners in Korea. They're doing a city surveillance project, and in some cities or some, I should say, some districts, there are some locations that has a historically higher crime rate. So they set up a land port, and then they would draw an area and tell people, everybody knows that if you feel like not safe, you should walk to that area because there are lighting in that area. And if you really want to contact the police immediately, you can just press the panic button on that pole. And then the steering will be lighting, PDG camera go there, audio broadcasting at the same time. So with this one, then we don't necessarily like run over and press the button. We can just go to nearby area and start to screaming and say help me to trigger the alert with your audio.
Or you can help, or you can say police or whatever. We can train it to say police. We can also, and and so we can train it in a lot of different languages as well. So it depends on your use case. We already started to train it in Spanish and also in the Chinese language, so that we can deploy in Taiwan and China. So this is all in the works, and in the early webinar we also mentioned that we will start to add more keywords. So now you see help and help me, but in the future you will have more keywords as we get more use cases. Okay, there'll be more keywords depending on your use. The help and help me is actually done for the healthcare industry. So it's very specific for the healthcare and road safety and cause of distress.
This is cool. It's kind of a touchless emergency button. You don't need to physically touch something and then
COVID time is not good to touch something, just shout already.
Actually in Taiwan, it's popular that student will, especially senior high school student and junior high school student, right? It's popular that they stay in the campus after class, right? They have a dinner and then come back to the classroom to study at night themselves, right? For exam or something. And so it's kind of sometimes it's dangerous for them to stay in the classroom at night, right? So in some campus, they set up the emergency button in the female restroom. Right, and when they feel dangerous, they just get into the restroom, right, and they close the door and they push the button, and then she can talk with like a security guard, something like that, right? So I think this can replace that physical button, right?
Yeah, correct. Precisely.
Yeah.
And also we do have installed in many also toilets, the female toilets. So when they're bathing or something and someone comes, they'll just scream, and then the alarm will come out, and you can react faster to the problem. Especially those secluded toilets, in public areas. Sometimes a lot of crime happen there, and there's no camera inside. So this is a very good deterrent for that. In Singapore, we do have this problem in school toilets in the National University of Singapore toilets, where there's a lot of peeping Tom, and so there's no real solution to that. So this is a perfect solution actually to that. And when you can get this event out from the sound box, you can also trigger all the other events in Nx. Maybe when this comes off, when the guy run away, you can use other analytics to track the guy, following on toilet, running away, and so you can get this whole what we call 行踪, his path, his tracking path. Yeah, see, now my Chinese suddenly come out again. So funny. I think because of this morning session. But anyway, the NX events, we can trigger all the events in NX. So from the analytic event, you can send emails. You can even open access control doors, okay, with sound. So it's very interesting. Or you can even train the box to say open, and the door open. You can do that. These are things you can do. There's no limit to what you can do because the events in NX can trigger not only just pop-ups and PTZ turning. You can do access control. You can send HTTP. You can send a message to your handphone. You can the sky's the limit what you can do with it. So any use case you want. You can even put the sound in robots, drones. I don't know. I have a partner who's doing this robotic dog. Nowadays, not just robotic dog. They go around prowling around, guard dog, electric guard dog. So you can actually use the sound to do certain things also, to command him to maybe you can see things. Attack. I mean, it's
Yeah. You recall me a request. There is a high security factory, and there's one time they asked me that if we have a solution to open the gate by sound. They want to make the advise supervisor to when the supervisor visit the server room, they can simply say open up, and then the door open or something like that.
Yeah,
and I told them that I don't have a solution.
Now you have. So it's very easy. The sound box trains open up. So you say open up, and then goes into the box, trigger the HTTP to the access control from NX, and then your door open up, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Interesting.
You can even do about it.
Please go ahead, Jason. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like about the installation directions. You were mentioning about 2 to 3 meters high, right? And then it will be like 45 to 60 degrees from top to down to cover about 180 degrees in the front, right?
Like for example, if this is the front of the box, it'll be like that. That'll be the best thing down. Speakers. So this is for indoors. We do it like that in the middle of the room, because then the sound is all the distance is all similar. You see, not at the side or whatever. But if you really cannot, then put it on the wall.
Okay.
For outdoor, you can put it like that also on a pole, or sometimes you put it this way. This way means like it's here. This is for road safety. Like for example, on the back here could be a pedestrian walk, and in front here is the road. So you want to hear sounds on the road, so you put it that way. You don't want to hear so much from the pedestrian walk, right? Because what fast sound. So that's how you do it. So you can adjust it accordingly to the government. But the most important thing of all is when you install it finish, please go and shout and see the threshold. Adjust to the threshold, means the furthest distance, and you can get the alert past the threshold bar. That means that is the maximum distance you can go. Anything nearer than that is all acceptable by the box. It will alert you. So that's how you do your adjustment. But we can guide you if you are installing the sound box, or one of our partners can guide you. It's pretty easy. Not that difficult.
I got a message from a shy friend. He want to ask. He saw in the video there is a black one, right? And also in your data sheet, it's a white one. So how many colors do you have?
Oh, I got white and black. Yeah.
So 2 colors, white, right?
Yeah, it was white because certain hospitals in Australia wants it white according to the roof. Because the black thing will scare people. You see a black thing there, so you get scared. And what they do was they actually take a sticker, which is stick on the lights, so you won't see any flashing light. That's an option for you to do if you want. You just stick a sticker across to prevent the lights, because you want everything flush with the roof. But usually it comes out black color. That's the standard color we have.
Okay.
But white is also a possibility. It's these 2 colors right now. There's no like blue or green or whatever. That one you have to special request, customize.
Okay. So now so far 2 colors. Okay. Shine friend.
And somebody asked this morning if it's lightning proof. Okay. So it's not lightning proof now, although you can hear explosion sounds, but we do consider having a lightning proof box also. It is just getting that box chassis with that standard to support that, and it's done. The inside, everything is the same. So if you have a lightning proof box, this is a special request, we can do a customized one. But of course, please don't just order one, right? You order at least 10 box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Feel free to ask. Things Sean is here.
Yeah. If not, you can drop us an email anytime.
Yep.
Or if you want, in your zone, in your place, you're looking to test the box and you want to find a Senturian partner nearby, please drop me a message and I'll link you up with them. Or if we are not in your area, our sales team will deal with you directly. Or if you just want to hear the nice voice of Andy and Jason, to get their advice or anything, you can email them also, and they'll be very they'll be very happy to hear from you, and I'm sure they'll give you excellent help to size up.
You guys know we are always doing that, right? Have a strong relationship with the technical partners, right? So whatever you want to ask, you can find Sean, you can find us, and then we can link it up, right? Or help you ask the question. So everything is fine. Yeah.
I do see more discussions from projects about sound detections because people want to know what is happening at some premises, but video is not always welcome. Like the case you mentioned in Australia, privacy is quite a concern. It's not comfortable for us to put like every camera inside the room of the elderly care center. That will be very offending. Yeah, right. So, but we still want to know how people live inside. So I believe it's going to be a very nice tool while keeping privacy at a better level, and then to identify some of the events we can collect the data from. So we do see more requirements or discussions about this kind of solution. So we're very happy that Senturian started doing this already. Yeah.
Thank you. It's just a new thinking to it. Besides video that you see, you have sound also, so you can put that together as a combined solution for your offering. Thank you. Thank you for your kind invitation, and enjoy your Friday.
Thank you so much, Sean, for joining us today in the morning and in the afternoon. It's great to see you. Yeah.
I'm going for my happy hour now already. So goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you.
We have a friend raising the hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Good. Yeah. Is there a time?
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Okay. My simple question: how about competition? Is there any competitor? What they are doing? Thanks.
Right now, we don't see any competitor in the market. or to be honestly, doing speech and sound together in a box. And even if there is, I do not think they have trained the algo to detect the help. There's no help detector right now we see in the market.
Actually, I know there is a gunshot detection in Philippines, right? And there's one time they asked me, do I have a system to recognize different kind of gunshot? And I say I don't have. So they said that they have a specific system to recognize the sound is gunshot or not, right? So I think that is a chance for me to to convince them to upgrade their gunshot system to multiple sound recognize system, right? So far I just know there is a gunshot recognition.
But this is very new in the market. I don't think it's out there. I don't think you've seen this solution. It's not out in the market yet. We run it for a few of our projects, but I don't think it's there's much people doing this. A lot of people do is sound detection of mics in cameras. That's what they do. But what they do is loudness detection. Certain loudness.
Correct.
But that is loudness. It's nothing to do with sound analytics. Sound analytics analyzes that specific sound. And the good thing about it, I would like to add in, is that Senturian here is very flexible. That means we can train a new sound in like 1 or 2 weeks. Just let it run. You can load it more. Means you are not limited to a certain sound, and that's very powerful because our team is strong and we can develop very fast. And we keep on adding new things into the sound. So this is very new, and I think it's going to be very well received by the market. So I believe you talk about in Asia, I don't think it's everywhere now. This is very new. Yeah. So almost like
good. For example, like 1 unit of device, is it already factory installed? Default sound recognition, is it how many type? Only 6, as you said before, or we can add some more?
You can add some more. Your own training later. Yeah. You just have to open the FTP server that I record, and we can add some more. When we give you the license, you just have to trigger the file, the patch file. So after when you train a new sound, just put in the new patch file and then you run. Yeah. It's very simple. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. One more question. In case of the female protection, say in toilet, and then the camera located is outside. So it's automatically the camera show the toilet door outside or in the alley. Is that the situation?
Depends where you want to put the camera. Or sometimes you don't even need a camera. It's just alarm comes up. So it depends how you want to design. The sound box has no camera. You can link any camera to it. You can even link multiple cameras to the sound box. Means, for example, the toilet is here. Okay, the sound box inside. When the error comes up, you can actually trigger the camera videos of the surrounding 4 cameras around there to all come up. It also can. Then at least you can see everything where he's running to, right? Also, you can do that. So it depends on you. You want to 1 camera trigger, 3 camera trigger, 4 camera trigger, alarm and camera trigger also can. I suggest you put alarm, you put camera, all pop up lah. Then very powerful. Then alarm, bang, scare the guy run.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Thank
you.
Or
you can trigger the infocom. The infocom the telephone to the help desk can be ring when you hear the sound. You can speak to the also can. Or the another thing you can do is that when you hear the sound, you can have a broadcast speaker there, a recorded thing. Stay away, or go away, stay away from her, or whatever someone.
The cell phone gone.
Okay.
We are coming for you, or something. Then he go
so this one,
and you can do that.
This one is a one-way communication, one-way communication.
NX has this alarm speech, right? NX has this alarm speech.
Yeah.
You set the alarm, you type your word, stay away. NX will say, stay away. Then you just shoot out the NX to say that, stay away.
So that sound generated by NX or by the operator via the sound system, existing sound system, because this is only one-way communication, You just detect like a microphone, that's all, It's not, there is no speaker in your box,
There is no speaker in our box. We just collect the sound, but you can trigger it to other speakers coming up, or there's a speaker inside the toilet. I mean, you can always
trigger the camera, and then to do the two-way talk via the camera. Yes.
Yeah, also can. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That's a good idea. We should do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure along the way, we all will have more ideas, and then we have ideas we can share with us and we can see. But with the Soundbox plus the NX events, there's a lot of possibilities you can do. And you can think about how to do or use customized systems with this powerful system together. Yeah? Okay? Any other questions? 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think like for video analytics, we need a good camera to capture a nice image or a frame for analyzation, right? For sound analytics as well. if we're using the built-in microphone in the IP camera, it might not be optimized for sound detection because they come as a add-on functions to the cameras, right? And but this device is dedicated for sound with dual microphone built-in, if I understand correctly, right?
Yes,
so it can definitely, it can definitely capture like more sound from some wave, like wider area, so that for the algorithm to be better performed.
That's true. Yeah, that's correct.
Interesting. Okay, if we don't have any questions for now, so I'd like to thank you everyone again to join our webinar. So you can see Andy, my email and Sean's emails on the screen. So feel free to write us email if you come up with any questions about these like interesting use cases and about the device. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank you everybody for joining. Have a nice weekend and take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.